Okay, so let's continue with our discussion. Saglit, nasaan na ba tayo kanina? Mhm. Yeah, double checking lang, no? Tapos na tayo sa pressure to conform. Gender crimes, tapos na din. Victim blaming. The role of education. Okay, double check ko lang ha. Okay, physical and psychological effects. Okay, dito na tayo. Ayan. Ano nga ba yung impact ng gender crime? So once na nagkaroon na ng mga krimen, ano yung magiging impact nun sa individual? So merong dalawa, yung physical and psychological effects and yung societal implications. Unahin natin yung physical and psychological effects. So under that, we have yung health consequences and social stigma. So kapag yan. So sa physical and emotional effects, meron tayong mga health problems. Yung mga tao who go through gender crimes, they can get hurt physically and pwede silang magkaroon ng long-lasting health problems. Pwede rin silang magkaroon ng strong emotional difficulties like they feel very anxious, they feel sad, or minsan takot sila doon sa mga memories na hindi maalis sa isip nila or tinatawag nating post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Also, they may feel shame or they feel alone. Yung mga survivors, minsan kasi they are treated badly or they are pushed away ng ibang tao sa community. So dahil sa shame or fear, hindi sila hihingi ng tulong or hindi nila sasabihin kahit kanino kung ano yung nangyari sa kanila. So, paano siya nakaka-affect sa buong society? Ang mga gender crimes, it costs money. Yung hospital, police, korte, and pagkawala ng trabaho, it will all add up. Kapag takot ang tao or nasaktan, hindi sila makakapagtrabaho, hindi rin sila matututo. And nagkakaroon ng losses ang society ng talents and ideas because of pagkawala ng isang employee. So how will we keep the violence going or paano siya mapapatigil? Kung ang mga bata nakikita nila yung violence at home or sa environment, pwede nila kasing kalakihan yon at iisipin nila na normal lang yung bagay na yon. For example, sa mga Islam areas, nakita nila na merong nagnanakaw, for them, iisipin nila na, ay, normal lang pala magnakaw, so gagawin ko din. Parang ganon. So, this can lead to more violence later, and dahil yung mga children, they might copy the same behavior, possible na mas tumaas ang krimen. Okay? Next, we have yung, societal implications. Ayan, I think na-discuss ko na to. Ayan, lost productivity, mawawalan ng trabaho, and feeling nila normal na yung mga mga gender crimes kasi replication ginagaya nila. Okay, na-discuss ko na nga siya. So, how are we going to address and prevent gender crimes? Okay. So, una, kailangan nating i-prevent. Ano yung mga prevention strategies natin? First, we have kailangan nating ituro and we have to raise awareness. If we teach young people tungkol sa consent, respect, and healthy relationship, I think magkakaroon tayo ng mas peaceful environment or community. Hindi man natin ma-achieve yung 100% peace, pero at least we are able to lessen yung crime na nangyayari sa environment natin. Also, we have to run community campaigns na pwedeng maka-challenge doon sa mga unfair ideas about gender and ipakita sa lahat na everyone deserves equal treatment. So siguro ay parang malesen yung mga homophobic. Yan. And another is helping people become stronger. We have to offer training na pwede magbigay sa mga tao ng practical skills, like for example, self-defense, communication, paano sila makakakuha ng tulong, ganyan, so they can protect themselves. Also, we have to support programs na makakatulong sa mga kababaihan na kumita ng pera and maging independent para they are less likely to be trapped doon sa mga harmful situations. Okay. Next, we have yung legal and structural frameworks or support systems. Kailangan meron tayong we have to make and enforce good laws. Kapag meron kasi tayong clear na batas, no, na magko-call out sa gender crimes and protect victims, pwedeng matigil yung mga tao na gumawa ng mga krimen na to. Matatakot yung mga offender, kumbaga. And also, we have to offer services to help survivors. Kailangan meron tayong mga hotlines. So, sa mental health, meron tayong NCMH, Mental Health Crisis. May phone number doon. Pwede silang tumawag if they feel they are emotionally um, harmed. Parang ganon. Meron din dapat tayong mga safe shelters, may mga counselors para yung mga survivors makakuha sila agad ng immediate help and emotional support. Also, we have to offer legal aid, mga public attorney, ganyan, sa mga survivors para maintindihan at magamit nila yung justice system to seek protection and also fairness. Okay. Okay, next we have the role of society in combating gender crimes. Actually, hanggang ngayon nangyayari pa rin to, no? So, community in action. Yung mga tambay, hindi naman tambay, kumbaga parang, kunwari may nangyaring krimen and nakikisilip sila, tumulong naman sana, no? If ever man kayo you encounter such crimes and nakita ninyo, nandun lang naman kayo nakatayo, try to offer some help. So, if you see someone being hurt or treated badly, salita ka, get help instead of ignoring yung situation. May mga schools and communities na pwedeng magturo sa mga tao kung paano safely mag-step in sa mga ganong situation. Support yung taong nasaktan and i-report yung insidente. Actually, kahit simpleng i-report lang, tumawag sa police, mag-text, ganyan, malaking tulong na yon. Okay, we have to also involve men and boys. So, men and boys should join conversations tungkol sa fairness and papaano nakakasakit ang gender crimes sa lahat. We have to teach and encourage respectful behavior na tinatawag din nating positive masculinity and magpakita ng mga paraan kung papaano mapupuksa yung pang-aasar, yung pangbubuli, and also violence. We also have to work together. Yan, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, positive masculinity. We also have to work together. Yan, by supporting global efforts. May mga bansa kasi and organizations, they work together para matigil yung gender crimes. Sa papaanong paraan? It is by sharing money, ideas, and yung mga plano na pwedeng mag-work. So, learning from each other, pwedeng makatulong yan sa communities everywhere para maiwasan yung violence and tulungan yung mga survivors na makarecover. Ayan. And we have to share best practices and programs. Yung sinasabi ko kanina. Okay, so that ends our discussion for gender inequalities. Yan. Pasensya na kayo na late ko siyang sinend. And yeah, I wish you good luck doon sa ating, long quiz and midterm exam. Don't worry, madali lang yun. Mapapasa niyo yun. Okay, so thank you so much, class. Bye-bye.